Yeah, gotta get it out the mud, that's the only way to win. Who am I to point the finger like I never ever seen? Been through the ups and downs like the letter N. They don't let you through the door, better kick that again. Cause that's the only way to win. That's the only way to go. Gotta get it out the mud, gotta get it out the flow. Cause that's the only way to go, let's go.
Shooting lights out. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are y'all doing today on this lovely Monday,
That's gonna be wicked.
January 12th, 2026? Shooting lights out is here. Cole Johnson is in the building. How you doing, Mr. Johnson?
I am, all things considered, I'm doing well. Actually, came from a wonderful weekend in football. Um, Other areas not so great, but in the world of sports, it's been wonderful.
Yeah, speaking of areas not being so great, I think one of them areas you get to talk about today, sir.
And what would that be?
Oh yeah, I will let you know when we get to that portion of the show. But
How wonderful of you. Well, if you're watching this wonderful program on the YouTube channel that is the Playmakers Network, we thank you. If you're watching this as well on Playmakers LinkedIn channel, we thank you as well. If you are listening to us, thank you for downloading. And you can hear it or download it on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on Amazon Prime Podcast, and you can hear it on iHeartRadio and other podcast directories. And I hope we are, and I think we are being listened to live on the Real Wise Radio Network. Shout out to my brother, my ace, Wise Elefe. I have a wonderful, wonderful dedication to you, sir, on my portion later. But you know I love you, my brother. Real Wise Global Media, it got a nice little upgrade. I hope you enjoyed that gift, my brother. It came straight from the heart. And to all of you out here, thank you for making 2026 a decent beginning. Hopefully it will be better. Hopefully it will be better than how the NBA season has gone. But I digress.
yes, we are live on the Real Wise Radio right now. So hope y'all are ready to tune in. And first to the chat, because the chat has a visitor already.
The chat already. Okay, well, it is V-Like83 or Victor Lock or Vicola. He says, time ninja stretches. Get the fast break going and get on the court for shooting lights out. Or else it'll be 1, 2, 3, kick, 1, 2, 3, kicking yourself. He goes on to say, what's up, gents? Playmaker and Cole Johnson. Everything is fine. And ladies and gentlemen, the words that you see or hear are from the Ed McMahon of the Snowman in the Morning Show, which comes on every weekday at 8 Eastern, 9 Eastern, 10 Eastern, 11 Eastern on the Snowman Multimedia YouTube channel. Everything is great, man. I can't complain. Playmakers is his usual smarmy self, so he's doing great too. Well, I take it back. He's doing wonderful since the Rams won Saturday.
Not wonderful, but I'll take it.
No, I take that back.
I'll take it.
I take it. He has a half smile because the opponent that the Rams are going to face off next weekend is not the one that he wanted. Which I laugh at the fact that you were getting on me 4 months ago for something similar.
4 months ago?
Yes, back in September. Victor goes on to say, please don't talk about Dallas. Please. I will say this much, Victor. I love Dallas. There are many people in the city that I love. Many. Shout out to you, my man Ben Sutter III, the owner, manipulator, the operator of the BS3 network.
Do you have to do this every single time?
Benjamin Sutter.
Why do you do this every single time?
Because I want to impart on other people. I really don't hate the city of Dallas. I don't.
Every single show. It don't
My
matter if
man-
it's shooting lights out or it's buried down the gridiron. You say the exact same thing.
My man, Ivan Dog is King Dog, taking down the TikTok game as we speak. I love you, my brother. Hope everything is good with you.
Hey,
And
some TikTok things. Whenever you get,
all right.
whenever you hear this. Whenever you hear this, Mr. Dawkins, share some TikTok stuff with me.
Yeah. Shout out to a special person in my heart. Things might go really well for me sometime soon. We shall see and catch up, and it'll be wonderful to actually get reacquainted. So it's not Dallas I dislike. It's the Mustangs, the Horned Frogs, the Cowboys, the Wings, the Mavericks, the Rangers. I really could give a crap about the Stars.
I mean, this is the same guy that said he would like to bum the Metroplex. So
I would love to actually spray most of the city with Raid. Yes. And maybe most of the population will die like cockroaches.
Cockroaches. That's amazing that they can die from raid, but nobody believes that they'll die from a nuclear bomb.
Right. Nuclear bomb, you drop them, they'll still be alive. But you spray Raid.
That don't make sense to me.
All feet in the sky.
That don't make sense to me. But it can survive a nuclear bomb.
Mm-hmm.
How?
Yeah.
Before we get off the rails.
We're not off the rails.
I said before we get off the rails. I said before.
I was just addressing. All
he said was this: don't please talk about Dallas. He didn't ask for you to name everybody that you love in Dallas. He just said don't talk about Dallas. Which I know that's a lie because he cannot go a show without mentioning Dallas. Victor, I don't know why you even asked that.
I have to show special love to them. Those are my boys, and that special someone, you know who I'm talking about. Those are special people in my heart, even though they live in a city where
you only mention them when you bring up Dallas. That's my point.
I mean, they happen to live in a city where sometimes I think they need to have a whole ton of citizenry need to be clubbed upside the head, but they still live in a city that I love.
How about mentioning them without mentioning Dallas? That's what I'm saying.
But see, that's the problem. They live in the area, so unfortunately, they got to be mentioned.
Jeez. Before we get off the rails.
But my cousin did say every time she visited Dallas, she hated it. So there you go. Shout out to you, Monica. I love you, girl. I hope you're healing up real well. Smart woman. She's a smart woman.
Do you mind introducing the first segment of the show since we got a lot to get through today?
She's a smart woman, I'm telling you. And you know, when I was talking with her back on New Year's, you know, we went around and around a lot of things, a lot of topics, you know, like how life was doing, like how her healing was doing and all that. So we went around and around a lot of things like we're about to do now in Around the Hardwood. Your boy's just too good.
And before we do the Around the Hardwood,
I'm sorry. Before we get off the rails, what were you about to say, sir? Oh, Victor goes 1, 2, 3, cap. 1, 2, 3, cap. 1, 2, 3, cap. 1, 2, 3, cap. There ain't nothing that said that's cap. That's
your fault. You know that, right?
I love
that's
it.
Your fault.
I love it though. There ain't nothing I said about Dallas's cap. I love Ben. I love Ivan. I love Ben. I love Ivan. I have a lot of feelings for the other person that I mentioned. And I do love the city of Dallas. I just don't like the teams that play in it. and the fandom and how rose-colored glasses they are. All
that man didn't waste no time. He went right back to last week. There was no time. We're going right back to last week. Yeah, dog.
Oh my gosh. The things that you don't think will land and be entertaining and fun are the best things, I tell you. Speaking of things that may have landed.
Wow, what a transition.
The NBA suspended Sacramento Kings guard Dennis Schroeder 3 games Saturday for confronting and attempting to throw bows on Luka Doncic after the Kings' L to the Lakers in Los Angeles back on December 28th. Doncic and Schroeder jawed at each other during various points of the Kings' 125-101 loss. Now, during a timeout, Doncic taunted Schroeder, telling him he, quote, should have signed that contract. Close quote. The contract in question is in reference to the 4-year, $82 million extension Schroeder looked at, said, and declined a few years ago from the Lakers. He went on to sign a deal worth $8 million and another team. Things appeared to cool off as the game ended, but Schroeder left the visitors' locker room at Crypto.com Arena, thought he was a Crip, did the Crip walk over to Doncic. I'm sorry. That's bad taste. I'm sorry. Spotted Doncic. Tempers flared once again inside the tunnel from the home bench. 40 minutes after the buzzer sounded, Schroeder went after Doncic, telling him that he can't call him up on the court and pretend everything is fine off of it. The NBA concluded that Schroeder attempted to strike Doncic. Lakers center DeAndre Ayton tried to drag away Schroeder from the confrontation while a stunned Doncic attempted to exit as security intervened. Schroeder was eventually escorted to the team bus as Kings coach Doug Christie and several teammates sought answers about the sudden drama, which takes me back to I remember I was talking to my ex-wife. I was just checking in on her. She was pulling rounds at the hospital. She's a registered nurse and a certified hoe. So she,
wow,
so she.
How you just going to drop that like it was nothing?
The perfect words, because she is. So the nothing spoke to me, and she was wondering how things were going with me, and I'm watching the Kings and the Lakers in a preseason game. So this is like around early October. But they would, of course, televising this because a year and a half before you had the Kings and the Lakers go at it to decide who was going to be the Western Conference rep in the 2002 NBA Finals. Of course, they ended up being the Lakers. So it's about it's about the second quarter. And Doug Christie, who was on the Kings, decided to act all bold with Rick Fox on the Lakers. And I remember in the conversation, I'm like, yeah, everything is fine. Swing! Just in the middle of the conversation, because I'm seeing Fox and Christie throw blows. And I'm not even paying much of attention to her. I'm paying attention to this boxing match I'm about to see on the court. And so every time I see Doug Christie in a fight, that makes me think about two things: how he was a Rick Fox, and how his wife just simply, how can I put this in a nice manner, handicapped him. So I did finish the conversation with the nothing, and I watched the rest of the game in peace. Oh, your thoughts, sir, on Schroeder being suspended 3 games?
I don't even know what to say after that. First of all, this man on live television called a nurse the HOE word and just kept continuing like nobody was going to catch that.
Certified.
And then he emphasized with certified.
Look, she didn't have to bust it up for a fake. I'm sorry, my bad. Let me not go too much further.
Good gracious. I did not have certified you know what on my car for this day.
Sometimes I'm proud of myself.
I don't even know what to say because jeez. I feel like Pat McAfee right now. Just stunned.
Sorry. It's a true. All of it is a true story. All of it's a true story.
A certified nurse.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Registered nurse. She was a registered nurse. So top notch in the hospital, and top notch being on her knees sucking somebody's. I'm sorry, my bad. That's just. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. Victor V-Like-E3 says, Schroeder trying to smash Doncic's face like they're Rutgers Park. That's true. Victor says, ouch. That was a sneak jab with the force of a Tyson uppercut. Thank you, Victor. That made my month. Thank you, sir. That made my month.
And for some reason, Victor, today, the number 82 has popped up again.
82.
And I do mean 82 million. Like, I do not know what is going on today with 82 million right now. And Victor, he knows where I'm going. He knows what I mean by that.
Victor says, to all the hooker. No, I can't quote Mr. Bass on these airwaves. I'm not going to get Playmaker in trouble. Oh, you mean to put him back on the broadcast witness and protection program? No, we can't have that. This is my brother. We can't have him be put back on that program.
But I feel like Dennis Schroeder feels some type of way about that 82, huh? You're the dumbass that didn't sign the contract. And then you bounced around. Then you all of a sudden you bounced around from what? Boston, Atlanta, Detroit. Now you in Sacramento. That's like 4 teams. Since yo behind did not want to sign an $82 million contract.
And got some really good playing time playing for his countrymen in Germany.
And that's like the only time he actually been at a bright spot.
That's exactly why I mentioned it. Victor says, oh no, Tao.
For those who don't know, I was on Snowman, the abbreviated version of Snowman in the morning today. And we was talking about a certain city that Coach Johnson liked to pick on because of a certain quarterback.
You talking about Pittsburgh and Aaron Rodgers?
No. The other right division, but the other team that you like to pick on because of their quarterback.
Oh. Yeah, baby. Come on, yo.
Don't you start. Don't you even start. The point is, the reason why I bring that up is because Jay Spivey was talking about like the Browns should just cut Deshaun Watson. Just cut him. Me and Chris Dees was like, no, because they the idiots that came up with this fully guaranteed contract. They stuck with it. Why would you cut him? And you know how the NFL works. You're like, okay, what's the cap here, right?
Right.
Jay Spivey, I don't even care what the cap hit is. No, man, like I don't care what the cap hit is. Cut him. You're not going to use them anyway. Just cut him, right?
I think that cap hit probably won't be that bad now.
I looked at the cap hit and take a guess what the cap hit is, Mr. Johnson.
50 million?
82 million in 2026.
And this guy signed the contract about 3 years ago. Jeez.
That was like, oh no, you is not cut Deshaun Watson.
You pretty much know with that number, the Haslam's, as stupid as they are, they're not going to cut him. Because that's too much of a hit they'll take.
Victor was on the side of, go ahead and cut him. But when he heard me say 82 million, no.
Look, I'm worth a lot, girl. The Hassels pay me a lot of money.
Shut up.
They pay me for towel, girl, towel. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I don't got time for that. I don't got time for that. You ain't not on this program, and not on the other program either. Heck no, that is not coming over here. I refuse to let you do that. The point is, that's why I was saying the number 82 million today seems like the number that's going around, because Deshaun Watson cap hit for the Cleveland Browns going in 2026 is 82 million, and the amount of money Dennis Schroeder got from the Lakers if he would have signed the contract is 82 million.
Actually, it'd be 84, but it's close enough. Oh my gosh,
it's 82. I had to look it up. This month, like, oh no, not 82. God, not really. If they would have cut him this season before this season started, it was 37 million. So next year he's on the hook for 82. Good gracious.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, Dennis Schroeder, you a dummy.
I said, watch, girl, don't touch. This mustache.
Hey, if you don't move on to the next subject.
Oh Lord. Watch how I do this, girl. Don't you chin this for the salsa.
I'll move on to the next subject. To the WNBA, because the deadline for a new CBA has passed. January 9th was the deadline, if I remember correctly. And we have no deal. The WNBA and the Women's National Basketball Association failed to agree to a new collective bargaining agreement or an extension of the previous one by Friday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. But both sides are expected to continue negotiations amidst a bitter impasse as they work towards a transformative deal. This is what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to go through the article, because you know why? Because there's a certain guy who's on this program who's been saying it's going to go this way, and it's going exactly how he says. So I'm just going to go ahead and put him on screen, and I'm taking myself off screen.
What you expect? I mean, it's really where I'm at it with it. What did you expect? I said this before this whole collective bargaining agreement originally was going to end, and that was on Halloween. I said, watch how this goes. They'll be at an impasse, and the cows will get wider. They'll get wider, and they get wider. They'll set new deadlines for the current agreement to still stay intact, so they'll be in good faith negotiation posture. But then the cast will get wider, and they'll get wider, and then wider. And watch how this will take shape, because obviously we'll probably get to a point where either the owners will force a lockout or the players will want to strike. Well, we already talked about the players thinking about striking. That we actually talked about that on this program last week. The possibility for a lockout has not been leaked out, but it's there. So we've gone through January 9th. The deadline's passed. No talks. Talks underway again over a free agent moratorium. When that basically means you're not going to have any type of action whatsoever, which bogs down how the league rolls, and that messes up the momentum that you all have earned and have propelled this rock up the hill. And this is supposed to be the year where that rock gets to be pushed down the hill, and you see it gather more momentum as the further down or further along it goes in the trail. We've been saying this on this program, I don't know how many times, and I don't know how many ways. Ladies, I'm not saying that y'all don't need your money. I'm not saying that y'all aren't deserving of your money. And I know Playmakerz not saying the same thing as well. You all are deserving of your money. You all are some of the greatest athletes that's on the planet, men or women. You're some of the greatest athletes on the planet. No questions about it. You now have put forth a product where people, both men and women, are flocking to see it. No question about that either. Baby steps. And I think for some reason you all are getting, and I'm talking to the WNBPA, for some reason the advice that you're getting from the supposed elder statesmen of your crew, and I'm not talking about the older players. I'm talking about, if you're thinking biblically, I'm talking like, you know, consider Nafisa Collier or Nneka Ogwumike. Consider them to be like the Moses, right? Well, Moses had his father-in-law, Jethro, who he was like the mentor who was passing along every now and then, passing along good advice and wisdom to further strengthen the platform that Moses had and strengthen his leadership to the rest of the would-be Israelites. Well, the advice that you're getting, ladies, is not sound. And I get that you want to stand on a solid ground. I get you should fight for your square. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but there's ways to do it. Take what they want, but ask for a shorter amount of time. And then you come back to the bargaining table, I don't know, what, 2 years? And you'd say, look, you said that we need to prove over a period of time that this product works. We gave you 2 more years and the product is exponentially working more so than the previous 2. So now you have a body of work of 4 years in a row where the league has turned a profit. 4 years in a row where every team in the WNBA is turning a profit. Now I think we should get what we should ask for, because we are now at a stronger bargaining point. You're not strong enough in that area yet, ladies. Again, that is not saying you don't deserve the money, because I know you've heard dummies and slouches actually say that. Or you're a woman. There's no way that you should even think about wanting to ask more money, because heck, you all can't dunk like the men can. Get out of here. Because I know you've heard that. But we're not coming from that platform. We're not coming from that stature standpoint. Oh, well, I read that the league gets bailed out by the NBA every year. That's bunk too, because we now know that the last 2 years that has not happened. Well, I mean, it was just a fluke. There's no way that y'all could turn a profit of more than the 2 years that you've done something. Look, I'm gonna say this to you ladies right now. The moment Juju Watkins becomes a WNBA player, protect her with all your might, because the earning power that you're going to have is going to exponentially skyrocket. To me, that woman, and I prayed that she is healthy and she doesn't go under any debilitating injuries with the time remaining she has at USC, and when she does step onto in the WNBA courts arena. I pray that she is available and healthy, because I believe that is your Michael Jordan in this sphere. Protect that woman, because she is going to be, if you thought Caitlin Clark is your cash cow, ooh, Juju is going to blow it out of the water. So you got to think about down the road, even more so than you're thinking about 2026. And you got to think that way now, because you're hurting yourselves, not just in 2026, you're hurting yourselves in the future too, because it's going to make the owners think, well, these girls ask for too much. And so I am not going to capitulate to them. It's a whack demand, and they're asking for pie in the sky stuff, and it's not going to happen. No. garner enough favor, grease the way just a bit, but still get what you ask for. But just don't ask for it all right now. And I knew this was going to happen because what was going to piss me off was that we were going to actually be in the spring and there will be no action whatsoever. And we'll be talking about a lockout or a strike. And then we'll be like, will there be a WNBA season? They'll tip off in May. We're almost there, ladies. You got to do better. You got to do better in these negotiations. Think smarter.
That will conclude Around the Hardwood. Commercial break. When we come back,
I did not think I was going to sneak in my ex-wife and Deshaun Watson Around the Hardwood. Wow, I'm impressed.
Well, you didn't sneak in Deshaun Watson. We actually said it to you.
Well, that's true. Thank you for that, Playmaker.
Well, you brought up the $82 million contract Dennis Schroeder signed. I'm like,
Yeah.
it just so happened that same number has popped up again.
Mm.
Great.
Great.
Commercial break. When we come back, fast break.
This is a BS3 Network presentation.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, W-I-Z-E.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
Sports fans are gearing up, whether it be for the madness of March, whether it be for the Super Bowl, or even a little thing called WrestleMania. You can get all that at Fanatics, where they have a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, the NHL, the NCAA, and the WWE. So go on and show that pride, that passion, that dedication fan that you are by whipping your team, your league, all your favorite players. Fanatics, official license, everything.
The Big Ten.
You can say you're not impressed. You can say you're not happy. You can say all these things, but no, whatever the case may be, the Buckeyes are on top of the football world. And it's just where it is.
The SEC.
And what does Georgia do? Well, as a team that has a championship pedigree would do, they came out full guns blazing, just like a tested SEC team would do. And
Big 12.
That team right there that is ranked 15 that put up 45 points.
Yes, sir.
They were picked dead last at the beginning of the season.
The ACC.
Some of the biggest name first. Chapel Bill now. It's no longer called Chapel Hill. It's called Chapel Bill because Bill Belichick is now the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels. The CLP rankings, do away with that.
Right.
Do away with it.
Bring down the gridiron on the Playmakerz Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts.
Yep. Wednesday, bearing down the gridiron, recapping the semifinals where Miami and Indiana advanced to meet in the national championship. So that means, Mr. Johnson, we have 2 shows left in the bearing down the gridiron season.
Yeah, the preview for the national championship and then what resulted from it on Martin Luther King's birthday, which that will be next Monday.
Oh, and by the way, Victor is chiming in on what I was doing to you.
Oh, Playmaker pulled a Ray Ray. Moody.
And then, guess who's up able to watch us talk basketball.
Snowman Multimedia. That is Snowman, the Johnny Carson of the Snowman in the Morning broadcast from Snowman Multimedia. You can check that out every single morning on his YouTube channel. He also chimes in like with Victor. Moot him!
And then he read what I put in the show description today.
Then he says, why is there a shootout in Cleveland? Well,
I think
aren't they always shootouts in Cleveland? Oh, no, you're not talking about those type of shootouts.
It's kind of funny that he mentioned it because I think that brings us to our next segment, sir.
All right. I think I'm seeing Magic Johnson pass a no-look pass to James Worthy. It's time for the fast break.
That this guy has shown. Let me shut up. James off the steal. James with the stop.
Rebound by Adams, who's sixth. Morant goes by Primo. Attack.
No, the one thing I noticed.
What?
You never thanked me for having a Houston highlight in that.
I never thanked you?
Yeah, you never thanked me about that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you for putting a Houston highlight in running the fast break, Playmaker.
I ain't got no Magic in there. I got no Florida Gator in there. I got you a Cougar in there.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And the crew actually goes on the beat as soon as he dribbles the ball. That's when the beat drops.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, that was my petty moment for today.
I see. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No. Now, Victor. 1, 2, 3, cap. 1, 2, 3, cap. 1, 2, 3, cap. 1, 2, 3, cap.
That is my petty moment. That is my petty moment for today. What you mean?
You gonna have many more petty moments
for today?
Yes, for today.
No, Lord, you'll see.
What do you mean we'll see?
We'll see. Because
you might cut it on my fast break and be petty. Please, son.
Let's go back to the weekend.
Like you think I'm lying.
Saturday, January 10th. Somebody decided to wake up, huh?
Oh, why are you? See, look at that. What, even 30 seconds after you being petty again, and you're being petty about your own team, your own squad. This is
it waited for them. They had to come on rank for them to finally show up.
This is
twice this past week, by the way, because they beat Georgia early last week.
This is the two biggest SEC rivals for Georgia. I mean, for Florida, Georgia and Tennessee. They showed out, and beat them both. And you are pettily happy about your Gators beating down the Volunteers, a ranked Volunteer squad, I may add.
Are you gonna be able to carry that in March and April?
We'll see. Who knows? It's January. Who knows?
By the way,
and the defending champs, they're gonna get everybody's best shot anyway.
And by the way, it seems like somebody like Boogie Flynn cut his hair. He's been playing better. How wonderful!
Gosh, how wonderful!
Speaking of wonderful, I feel like one of our brothers should be happy about this result, even though he doesn't have much to be happy about.
And that would be one Cool McCain, who right now is probably hoarse. He probably will have the in the Eagles font probably have the word pissed behind his back for the next 4 months. But his Tar Heels ranked 17th. They decided to say to squeak by and beat the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest 87-84. But yes, I feel for Cool.
The 10th ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers took down the Indiana Hoosiers. Sorry, Snowman. 83-77. Oh, what is going on in Lawrenceville, Kansas? What is going on in Lawrenceville, Kansas? Bill Sub, what you got going on with the Jayhawks?
Another L. This now will put them out the top 25. Ooh, man.
West Virginia took them down. And that was in Lawrenceville, by the way. That's why I brought up Lawrenceville.
Lawrence. But, wow. Nice. I'm impressed, West Virginia.
Miami over Georgia Tech, 91-81.
Rock Chalk, shut up. I likes that.
Oh, boy. How long you been holding on to that?
Years.
And you finally was able to debut it, huh?
Yes. Rock Chalk, shut up.
And now Snowman finna steal that from you. Just like he stole this from you, too.
Only one pity moment. That's a lie.
Vanderbilt over LSU, 84-73. The 6th ranked Duke Blue Devils over the 24th ranked SMU Mustangs, 82-75. St. John's over Creighton, 90-73. Auburn over 15 ranked Arkansas, 95-73. John Calipari, what's going on with that?
He can't scam the school. Oh, dog! I said that out loud. I'm sorry.
Yes, you did say that out loud. Well, this is basketball, so Coach Johnson can care less about this. But Texas beat 13 ranked Alabama 92-88.
Do that on the football field, I'll be happier.
Like I said, this is basketball, so Coach Johnson can care less. If it was football, he'll be throwing a parade.
You doggone right.
Let's go to the main action from Saturday. Mr. Johnson, a big upset in the Big Ten.
Wow. The momentum that Michigan was having, it all in surprising fashion of an offensive onslaught from Wisconsin came to crashing halt in Ann Arbor as Wisconsin gave Michigan its first loss of the season with a 91-88 squeaker in Chrysler Arena. John Blackwell gave you 26 points, 5 boards, and 3 dimes. Nick Boyd chipped in with 22 points. He gave you 3 rebounds and 6 assists. I don't know if people would think that Michigan was going to receive their first L against Wisconsin. But I had a feeling that an L was going to come soon. But then again, Michigan has been cooking all year with hot grease.
They be beating ranked teams by 30.
I'm saying with hot grease.
They beat Gonzaga by 30. They beat who else? They beat. I'm like, y'all just gonna beat everybody by 30? Is this what we gonna do?
Well, they got to compete with the Lady Huskers of UConn,
and then Wisconsin happened.
Yeah, and surprisingly, Wisconsin did it with offense. Normally, Wisconsin will slow you down. Okay, I'll say it. Play some of the ugliest brand of basketball that people would like, or the non-sexy version. You know, drain the 40-second clock to maybe not take a shot to about 5 seconds left in the clock and be roughhoused on defense. That's the style that Wisconsin normally plays. Not up and down like this game did, especially the second half.
So that was Saturday's action. What does Sunday hold? Well, for most of you who probably don't know, because we probably don't pay attention to either of these schools, but the 25th ranked Knights got a victory over their rival Bobcats, 73-72. And for those of you who don't know, South Florida is not the only rivalry for Central Florida. It is Cincinnati. That stands for football.
That's crazy. South Florida and Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Well, I never guessed those were rivals, but hey.
Oh no, it's a rival. And it's because of football.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, you live in the state, so I know you know. But
and I went to the school, so
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Central Florida and Cincinnati. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah, I went to the school too, and I can tell. Yeah, There's some beef between Central Florida and Cincinnati.
Yeah, well, you would say that about your alma mater.
Threw a little A10 Atlantic 10 action in there. St. Joseph over Richmond, 67-65. Gave you some American action as well with Florida Atlantic over Memphis. I think. Even though Cole Johnson likes for me to have fun, but he also respects me being real, even when I don't want to be real.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be surprised if Penny Hardaway is fired after this year.
Really? I don't want no, man. When he got to Memphis, it seemed to be a jolt and a lift that I think not just the school but the city needed. I don't want that to come to an end. Seriously, I do not want that to come to an end.
They have won, if I remember correctly, I think they have won only 7 games this year.
I know they've been hot garbage this year, but
it's been ugly.
But
it's worse than Marquette, and you know how much I've been getting on Marquette.
You got on since before the season started, but he represents Memphis so well. He does, and Playmakerz knows right now. He knows I'm not capping and I'm not being funny. I mean, it was being here in the state. I mean, it was as if he was a shot in the arm to the city of Memphis. And I'm not gonna say you're wrong. I just don't want to see it because I think it would suck. It would suck for Memphis. And when I say Memphis, I mean the city, not the university.
I don't want to say it, but this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible.
That's terrible.
And then Washington over Ohio State, 81-74. But wrong button. The main thing is we had a ranked versus ranked matchup in the Big Ten, and it was the Fighting Illini taking down the Hawkeyes 75-69. Mr. Johnson.
It's interesting when the Illini play. It's like it's as if you want to. It's if you have this question that you want to ask every time the Illini take the court. So, what type of team you want to be? One that likes to hang and bang in the post, or one that likes to run up and down? And I always seem to ask that question every single year with this team. And they gave us both in this game. They banged in the first half and they ran a little bit in the second half. But shout out to you beating Iowa. Keaton Wagler gave you 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Colin Boswell and Andrej Stokovic, each of them pulled down 17 points themselves. Now, will this bode well for the Illini's chances to be in the tournament? 2 months. I guess we'll know then.
That's the men's side. Let's head to the ladies. Let's head back to Sunday, because pretty much all the action happened Sunday.
Sunday.
Auburn over Florida, 60-50. Ladies, y'all had a great start, but as soon as y'all got in the conference play, it's been a different story. I just put it like that.
He's saying that you've been sticking up the joint, but we love you, ladies.
Our friend from earlier, he won't like this result. Ugh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, cool. Turn away from the screen, sir. The Fighting Irish Notre Dame beat down the Lady Tar Heels 73-50. Oh my gosh.
50.
And they were ranked and got beat down by them. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, that was just
ouch.
South Carolina over Georgia. Not surprising. The Lady Wolverines, they did what the men Wolverines couldn't do. And they smacked the brakes off Wisconsin to the tune of 86-60. Purdue over 23rd ranked Washington 78-72 in overtime. Mr. Johnson, Back-to-back L's for your girl. Ouch.
They've been people are trying to crap on my girl, and it sucks. But sometimes you go through hard spells. West Virginia being on number 11 ranked, Iowa State 83-70. It hurt my heart. It hurts my heart to see that, but it's just a rough patch. You'll get over it. You'll get past it, and you'll show that you're still one of the best teams in the Big 12, and then you'll show you're still one of the best teams in the nation. You still will. So chin up, Lady Cyclones. You still have 2 more months to show why you need to be one of the top three seeds in a region.
16 ranked Baylor Bears over Kansas, 79-64. Minnesota upsets 21st USC, 63-62.
Sounds like they're starting to miss Juju a little bit now.
And then, Mr. Johnson, we can finish this off with 3 straight ranked matchups.
Well, UCLA all over Nebraska. Beat them down like they stole something, 83-61.
And that was in Nebraska. That was in Lincoln, by the way.
The Lady Bruins said, "This our house." Wow. The Buckeyes decided to say, Lady Terrapins, you can slowly crawl back to College Park. And here's this butt whooping. Take it with you, 89-76.
Are the Buckeyes starting to round themselves informed now? Because they was up to a slow start. Are they starting to round themselves informed now?
Yeah.
Because Ohio State is usually one of them teams we always hear from when it comes to the women's games. So are they starting to come back now?
Yeah. And the result that makes me smile. The Lady Wildcats, ranked number 6. They squeak by number 5, Oklahoma. The Lady Sooners take it on the chin, 63-57. Thank you. I got to send letters to all of you in Lexington. Thank you, Lady Wildcats. You made my week.
And you know what I said earlier about Penny Hardaway, that I might love you, but I have to keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mr. Johnson, that applies to you too.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you. Lady Longhorns, this is a team that's supposed to be Final Four contenders. They're supposed to actually aspire to be national champions. And yes, I know LSU is a worthy opponent, but still, in my opinion, you're a better team than they are. And you allowed that loud Blazer coaching heifer to outcoach you. 70-65 in Baton Rouge. That was the final score. What tipped in the favor of LSU was pretty much the second and third quarters. Michaela Williams, she gave you 20 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 steals. You might face this team again come tournament time. You got to do better, Lady Longhorns. And as for the Lady Tigers, well,
they needed this win. They needed this win.
Yeah, they do. Let's see if you can get off the mat and show that you all are a team that you should take serious, like the Longhorns should have and didn't.
They needed this win because Kentucky caught them at home. If you lose to Texas at home, nobody believes in LSU for the rest of the season.
Right. And shouldn't if they did. But yeah, I agree. This is a well-needed win for the Lady Tigers. And congrats to you guys. You earned this dub. You held a powerhouse team to 11-point first quarter, a 14-point second quarter, 14-point third quarter. And they had to feverishly score a whole ton of points just to make this respectable. I hope you could take the first 3 quarters of this game and carry it with you the rest of the season, because you're capable of playing like that. And if you can beat a team in the top 5 like this, just imagine what you could do with any other opponent. So shout out to you, Lady Tigers. You did your thing. Congratulations.
And then that takes us to the professional of the NBA. Going back to Friday, 76ers over the Magic, 103-91. How are we going to score 91 points? I don't know. Celtics over the Raptors, 125-117. The Pelicans beat the Wizards, 128.
It's the Wizards, though.
Who traded for Trae Young, by the way?
I know. It's the Wizards, though.
There you go, Cole. There you go, Cole. You've been waiting. There you go. There you go.
The Clippers, showing that they're actually a great regular season team. They stomp, beat down, and dismantle the New York Nets, Brooklyn Nets, 121-105. That's right, Clippers. This is January. This isn't May. Show us that you are a great regular season team so you can disappoint yourselves and make us happy by the time we get to May.
For those who don't know, the Los Angeles Clippers is to Cole Johnson as the Dallas Cowboys is to Stephen A. Smith. He wants you up here and have the job be precipitous.
Yeah. I mean, just wait. Just wait. They will not let you down. What can go wrong will go wrong. And I want for the Clippers every single season. If it could be possible that they can be 62-20, if it's possible they could be 72-10, I would root for that. I want them to have the greatest regular season that they could possibly have. Show us that you have the prowess to just beat down every single team known to man. And then when the calendar turns to May, bam, they get taken out of the whole playoff picture. That does my heart good.
Thunder over the Grizzlies, 117-116. Hawks over the Nuggets, 110-87. Suns over the Knicks, 112-107. Warriors over the Kings, 137-103. Bucks over the Lakers, 105-100.
One.
Thank you.
No problem.
There's a game from this game that we'll be talking about, but I combine it with another game. You'll see why. Let's go to Saturday. Pacers over the Heat, 123-99. Spurs over the Celtics, 100-95. For some reason, until I get to the last game, you have some defense. The Clippers beat the Pistons.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, Clippers. Show me that you're the best regular season team known to man. That's right. Take the best team in the East and beat them and play defense and beat them down. That's what I'm talking about.
92 points by the Pistons.
Play defense and beat them down. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Bulls over the Mavericks.
We know that score will be in reverse if this game was played in May. I'm sorry. Continue, sir.
Then to add more to Coach Johnson's fun, the Dallas Mavericks lose to the Chicago Bulls 125-107.
That does my heart good.
And then the Hornets beat the Jazz.
Jazz. Why are you an NBA team? You allow 150 points to be scored on your behinds. 150 points.
And then you had the DC to score 100 points today, so.
No. Because I think I saw this earlier today. There was like a real-time scan early in the third quarter. It was like 102-55 or some ridiculousness. I'm like, in early third quarter, I'm like, oh Lord, have mercy. This is odd. This game's out of hand. An NBA team allows 150 points, and yeah, that's a really good point to add. And they don't even score 100 to doggone selves. You get beat. Wait a minute. You get beat by 55 points in an NBA game. 55 points.
Hey, Snowman, you need a take for tomorrow. There you go. Hornets beat the Jazz by 55, and they couldn't even score 100 points. Oh, my gosh. I saw this. I said, yep, Coach Johnson's going to see this, and he going to lose it.
You should not be an NBA team and allow 150 points to be scored on you.
That would have been the game to talk about. But to answer a question from Snowman earlier, here's the reason why it was a shootout in Cleveland.
This is ridiculous. This ridiculous. I told you, Anthony Edwards, stop dealing with these hoes. You got a good team.
Oh, no, he did his part.
Let's get with it. You got a good team.
No, he did his part.
He may have scored his part, but your team gave 146 points.
That ain't all on him.
47 in the fourth.
That's not all on him. He only can do so much. What were the other 8 players doing?
Probably banging hoes along with him.
Anyway, sir, you want to talk to the audience?
Okay,
Jeez.
all right. So while the Timberwolves were actually having wonderful nights with the ladies of the evening in Cleveland, the Cavs actually decided to play a game and beat the Timberwolves 146-134. Now, after spotting them a 4-point deficit in the first quarter, the Cavs basically just said, you just don't belong in gunned, Quicken Loans, whatever the heck they call the arena now in Cleveland. The
Rocket Arena.
Yeah. I was going to say, Rocket Arena, or the arena that that LeBron James faced. 146-134. Donovan Mitchell, he was busy playing and not kissing Coco Jones on the court.
Which we do not blame him, by the way.
No. Let's get that straight. Coco Jones fine in the mug.
And that's Donovan, soon to be wife, so we definitely don't blame him.
That's what I'm about to go there. You proposed to her, so that means you got taste, my brother. I'm gonna salute you on that. 28 points, 8 dimes, and I only do it because I really do enjoy Donovan Mitchell. He's a class guy, and I'm glad to think good things happen to him. 28 points, 8 assists for Donovan, and I hope things are good with you and Coco too, brother. Can't wait to see the wedding. Evan Mobley chipped in 24 points. Jalen Tyson with 23. Darius Garland with 22, and Sam Merrill with 20. Yeah, you niggas from Minnesota allow 5 niggas to score over 20 points.
I knew it was coming. Like I said, it ain't all on Anthony Edwards. What was the other guys doing?
You allow 5 niggas to score over 20 points. You deserve that L. Lord have mercy. That's at least 100 points, and I know it's more than 100. There's at least 100 points between those 5, at least. But I know it's more than that. More like more like 110, 115. But
you lucky 106 because Jared Allen was like because Jared Allen had 16 points.
Jared Allen ain't a scorer. That's what Jared Allen. The throw ain't a scorer, and he had 16 points. That right there pisses me off what today's NBA is about. No defense whatsoever.
Jared Allen had 16 and 11. So
NBA, and we already talked about one NBA team allowing 150 points. Here's another one who supposedly is one of the playoff contenders in the Western Conference. You allow 146, but it's unlike the Jazz. You scored 134 your own selves, but still, you allow 146 points in an NBA game. Sad.
And then to yesterday, Sunday, January 11th, Heat over the Thunder. Nope, that's backwards. Thunder over the Heat.
Oh, I was about to say.
Thunder over the Heat.
What's happening with the Thunder? They keep losing to the Spurs, and now they lose to the Heat. So the Thunder over the Heat, 124-112. Okay, cool.
Magic over the Pelicans, 128-118. Speaking of Timberwolves, look what they do the very next day.
They rebound, and in their hangover, eked out a dub over the Spurs, 104-103.
Anthony Edwards hit the game-winning bucket.
He did.
Grizzlies over the Nets, 103-98. At least the Grizzlies know how to do something right.
Well, I mean, they know how to beat the Nets, and John Morant knows how to pull out Glocks. I'm sorry, good Lord, I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Raptors over the 76ers 116-115 in overtime. Knicks over the Trailblazers 123-114. Nuggets over the Bucks 108-104. Suns over the Wizards 112-93. Hawks over the Warriors 124-111. Sorry, Snowman.
But
and CJ McCullough did play that game.
But I got to give props to John Morant. He was being interviewed by this buxom, well-endowed woman, and homie was looking all away from her. He's like, I ain't getting tempted. Now, if you have that discipline with a woman, you should have the same discipline when it comes to guns, son. Don't shoot. Don't look at him. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Yes, I did. Don't look at him.
Well, speaking of discipline, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I come off the screen again, because when I press this button, I know what's coming.
Lord have mercy. Why you had to disappoint me? You know, see, what pisses me off is that you all boat raced the Cavs around New Year's. You eked out a dub where you chanted MVP to Kevin Durant when he hit a game winner. And then you go to Portland and lay an egg. And then you go back to Sacramento and lay another egg there. You got all this length, and what is it for? Everybody 6'7" and above, you all can't play defense? What in the world? Come on now, you got to do better than that. These are two teams you should be blindfolded, whether you play them in Houston or in Portland or Sacramento. You should beat this team blindfolded. But what is it? Ime is screwing another executive's wife? Is that what he's doing? And he actually had that executive wife run a train with the whole team? I mean, what's going on? You all are supposed to be Western Conference contenders, and I told people this.
Why is you talking about running trains with the whole team?
I told people this at the beginning of the season. I said they probably can give the Nuggets, possibly another team that is having a really good run in the West, and the Thunder a run, but more than likely they will fall to those teams because they don't have what it takes to beat any of those teams 4 times in a series. This is why I say that. Because you all are playing as if it's an NWA song and it's Eazy-E grinning, talking about trains being run. And I ain't talking about railroad neither. Yes, I know this is just a midway part of the season, and there's still 3 months to go, but this is not good for a competitive Western Conference where you can be 55-27 and not have home court in the first round. That is how good the Western Conference is. And for those who don't know, 55 plus 27, 82, do the math. But you could be 55-27, which for most years is good enough to at least host 1 round, maybe even 2 rounds in the playoffs. It is too competitive in the Western Conference to even say that could earn you a first-round home court advantage over the opponent you have. But if you keep playing like this some more, you all might slip down to the doggone bubble, which I don't think you are, but you might if you keep playing this uninspired by teams you should boat race. You lose it to the Blazers and you getting skunked by the Kings a second time? You had a double-digit lead like this the first time you were in Sacramento. Had the Kings come back, they tied on a ridiculous shot that Russell Westbrook hits, and then you allowed them to just stomp you in overtime. You get back to the capital of California, and you can't even tie your shoes correctly. You got to do better, Rockets. These teams are coming after you. These teams come after you because they're thinking that, okay, there's the Thunder and the pecking order is you being the second best team in the Western Conference, whether that is the record or not. You got to do better than this. You can't continuously keep taking these teams for granted. You can't call them garbage and they play worse than they do. Because I think that's what you're doing. I think you believe in those press clippings and you're thinking, oh, this team is hot garbage. We can beat them. And then you play as if you all are walking city dumps.
It's amazing that both teams actually scored 111 points. Exactly.
And that's what pisses me off. You allow 111 points in 2 games against teams that you probably could play and hold them under 100 points. Again, I'm thinking Ime Udoka probably found another executive's wife, and she got a ran train on with the whole team. And of course, to end the train session, you got an injured Fred Van Vliet getting in on the action.
Nah, come, really?
They play it like they're not focused. Pisses me off, Playmaker. Pisses me off.
That this guy has shown. Let me shut up. James off the steal.
Rebound by Adams, who's 6th. Morant blows by Primo. Attack.
Commercial break, and when we come back. No, it is not the full court slam that is next. Stay tuned to find out what's next.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Get mounts of entertainment with Paramount Plus. Stream new movies such as Mean Girls, Transformers: Rise of the Beast, and Good Burger 2 with Paramount Plus. Stream live sports such as the UEFA Champions League, the NFL on CBS, the PGA Tour, and March Madness. Catch hit CBS shows such as Fire Country, Ghost, NCIS, and more. But also catch exclusive originals for Paramount Plus such as Special Ops Lioness, The Family Stallones, and the hit series Halo. The new streaming home of Showtime. Watch Showtime original series and movies when you sign up with Paramount Plus with Showtime. Make it a fun, action-packed adventure for the whole family and create kid-friendly profiles for the little ones. So much to stream with Paramount Plus with over 45,000 full episodes from BET, CBS, Comedy Central, MTV, Nickelodeon, and more. Paramount Plus plan starts at $5.99, but if you subscribe today, you get a free trial. Paramount Plus, mountains of entertainment.
This is a BS3 Network presentation.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
And welcome back to Shooting the Lights Out here on January 12, 2026 on this lovely Monday. And
what type of crap is that?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was seeing something that I didn't like to see. My bad.
You probably ain't gonna like this one either.
All right.
So, Playmaker, we used to have in Cole Johnson share his thoughts, going on the full court slam. So, what's so important that you can't have the full court slam like you usually do out there? The fast break. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in 2026, we have this.
I likes. You have a heat check. Okay.
We have a heat check. And it's not one team, but it's two teams.
I like, sir. Yes.
I know you like, sir, but I'm pretty sure you didn't have this on your bingo card either.
No, I did not.
What's the heat check, Playmaker?
Yes, Playmaker.
If you look on the screen, you will see the heat check. It's the city that Coach Johnson likes to call them what?
Not the city, but the college that has a bunch of doctors, lawyers, and engineers. And that's the truth. They do.
Vanderbilt men's and women's basketball teams have the heat check. Mr. Johnson, let's begin with the men. 16-0, 3-0 in SEC play. Match's best start in program history. Some of the notable wins: UCF, VCU, St. Mary's, SMU, Wake Forest, 13th ranked Alabama, and LSU.
Yeah, they're doing their thing. They're doing their thing. It's he knows I poke fun at Vanderbilt, but truth is, when the program gets going, it's an exciting time here in Houston. I mean, in Nashville. So, shout out to the men and of course the women, but shout out to the men. They're showing us why they probably would have to be the team that you have to look out for in the SEC coming into the latter part and the hard stretch of the SEC schedule. So we shall see how it will be once this continues.
Turner and Miles both hitting 17 points a game. You have Nichols with 15 points a game. You're talking about, 34, 49 points between the three a game, which is interesting.
You win most of your games. Let me see. Yeah, you will win most of your games if you can get close to 50 points out of three. It will make, especially in college basketball, it will make your life a lot easier. Where you can pencil in 50 points, and then you probably would need to get 20 to 30 elsewhere. Makes planning for any team, especially offensively, a lot easier.
So these are the men's side. Mr. Johnson, I will give you the ladies' side of it.
All right. So with the ladies, the Lady Commodores. Oh, she's a brick house. She's my time. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. just taking away. Oh, she's a brick. Oh, my bad. The Lady Commodores, not to be outdone by the men Commodores, they come in at 17-0 and 4-0 in the SEC. And that also matches the best start in the program history on the women's side. The key wins have come against California, Oregon State, BYU, Virginia, University of Southern Florida, and at the time, top 5 ranked LSU. Your thoughts, sir, on the start with the Commodores, the women's side?
It's like the men; they are on one this year. Something has happened in the city of Nashville. I don't know if Coach Johnson can tell me, but Vanderbilt in sports is starting to take off.
This probably is the best. Seriously, it's probably the best season in sports that Vanderbilt has ever had. And I'm not even saying by hyperbole.
And we didn't even get to their best sport yet.
No, which is baseball. That's the sport they dominate.
But continue on, sir.
Well, who are the key contributors to the 17-0 and 4-0 in the SEC start? Well, you got Michaela Blakes, who is giving you buckets, almost 25 points a game, 3.6 rebounds, over 4 dimes, and almost 4 steals a game. Oh my gosh, that's sick. How do you average over 3.5 steals a game? Goodness gracious. Then you got Justine Pissott, 11 points, 11.6 points, 4 rebounds. She gives you almost 3 dimes. And Aubrey Galvan, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 6.5 dimes, and 3.2 steals a game. So between two of these ladies.
Oh, hold on. Before you continue on.
It's
all 3 of them guards.
I'm sorry?
All 3 of them guards.
That is remarkable. The fact that the backcourt is doing all this, but you got 2 women who you can pencil in for 7 steals a game almost. You know how sick that is? 2 women. You can pencil in every game. We're going to get 7 steals. Jeez. And of course, it helps with 25, 30, let's see, 25, 36, 47 points a game, almost 48. Again, just like the men, it helps that you have that type of a boost.
Here's the crazy thing. You said 7 steals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the assist, though.
I know that's ridiculous too. I mean,
almost 13 assists between 3 players.
Mm-hmm.
That means everybody else is getting involved too, at some form of fashion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 13. Yeah, almost 13 assists, and you can pencil in 13 assists and 7 steals, along with almost 50 points between the 3. I'm still tripping off of. You can count on them getting 7 steals a game with 2 players, not the team, 2 players. That's ridiculous.
You talking 47 points a game. You talking 11 rebounds a game, 13 assists a game. And actually, I ain't put what you call the steals in there, but she's close to 1. So you talking 8 steals.
Almost 8, yeah. Almost 8. You can pencil in between the 3, almost 8 steals a game. That. So I guess the message is you got to be careful how you pass, because they play them passing lanes quite hard. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's the stat that gets me. You got one girl that has over 3.5 steals, another that chips in with another 3. And between them, they can almost get 7 steals a game. That, whew, man.
But there's a saying in sports. It's not how you start; it's how you finish. So, how can the Commodores on the men and women's side finish the month of January? Because here are they in the games.
Well, don't finish like the group did. They fizzled in 1982. I'm sorry, my bad. You weren't talking about them. I don't know which is tougher. I mean, by rank, of course, the women, but still. Even though Texas is not the men's side, even though they're not as stalwart as the women, still going to Austin is not an environment that's easy to play in. Same thing with Mississippi State with the Cowbells. But next Tuesday they go to Fayetteville. And they host Kentucky, which I can tell you, Vanderbilt gets up for Kentucky, especially when they come to Nashville. And it used to be that Kentucky would look at Vanderbilt as stepchildren. They can't do that this year. And Florida, they will be here later this week. I'm sorry.
Saturday to be exact.
I'm sorry, Playmaker. You got a team like Vanderbilt that's looking at Florida, and they're thinking we got to see how we measure up against the defending champs.
Oh, I expect Nashville to be rocking Saturday.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they have college game day since Reese Davis only has one game to talk about in football left, and it's not on a Saturday; it's on a Monday. I won't be surprised if they do a college game day and it's in Nashville.
And he wouldn't have to travel too far anyway. I mean, he only has to go from here to Miami. So, yeah.
Because of what kind of season Vanderbilt is having and what Florida just did last week. Who is, by the way, ranked, and I'll show you the rankings when we get to that part of the show. But on the women's side, they got Michigan and New Jersey next Monday. That's going to be an interesting game. That's a neutral site game. And it's up north, so Michigan should have home court advantage in some capacity. They go to South Carolina. You want to be taking this serious, Vanderbilt?
Yeah, you got to beat them.
You ain't got to beat them. If you are competitive, if you make South Carolina work, we'll look at you and be like, you know what? This team might be for real. Because they push South Carolina to the brink. It's South Carolina, so we know it's not. And plus, you going to Columbia, so we know it ain't easy. But the challenging part is after South Carolina, you got to go to Oxford. That's the challenging part. How do you get up after you play South Carolina?
The proverbial trap game and Ole Miss, they aren't chumps. So, yeah.
And that ain't even a trap game. That's another rank versus rank matchup.
Oh, my.
So you go to South Carolina and you know you're going to be in for a fight because it's South Carolina we're talking about here. And then you got to get yourself back up and get ready for another fight because Ole Miss is a very tough team.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, but there is a tough and rugged Ole Miss team. So it's like, you get no breaks in the Southeastern Conference.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
But I did say I wanted to do heat checks when they mattered. And
this one mattered.
Even though Cole Johnson did not have this on his bingo card for shooting lights up season 4.
That's all right. I sure didn't.
I got to give the Vanderbilt Commodores basketball programs the respect and love that they are due.
No argument over here.
So Vanderbilt, you got your spotlight. How do you finish? It's not a question.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast, every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
Shop hats and official sports gear at Lids. Lids is the leader and #1 destination for hats, gears, and everything that moves you, making it the perfect shop for fans to find official sports hats, merchandise, and gear. Represent your team, your town, and your style with a snapback adjustable fitted hat or beanie from thousands of college and pro teams. Browse the very latest sports jerseys and t-shirts from the best teams out there. Lids has officially licensed professional and college sport team apparel and hats featuring the hottest brands and trends. Shop online or visit one of the 100 stores across the country. Locker Rooms by Lids.
Rams fans all around the world.
It's a beautiful thing to be a Rams fan right now. Stafford's back. Running back Kerryon Williams to return.
Lend me your ears, or should I say lend Playmaker your ears, as he breaks down week by week everything in the Los Angeles Rams canon.
Number 99, Aaron Donald. Can't wait for 2029 to come to know that you are going in the Hall of Fame, and it should be first ballot, no questions asked.
Join the Playmaker as he breaks down everything Los Angeles Rams style in Ramily Talk on the Playmakerz Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts.
Normally I would play Cole Johnson's intro, but real quickly, if I can go off the rails real quick.
Have at it.
Since we played my football commercials. And this is not about the Rams. There's a reporter. I don't know if you heard about this, Mr. Johnson. Her name is Lynn Jones, if I remember correctly, of the Jacksonville Free Press.
Oh, I think I heard what she said. I didn't know who she was, but go ahead.
For those of you who don't like what she did, y'all can shut the hell up.
Kick rocks, please. Please kick rocks.
That is a woman who stepped out of a reporting role into human form to see that the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars was devastated by losing a close playoff game to the Buffalo Bills. Sometimes it's not about getting the job done. Sometimes it's about seeing what is needed to be done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you like that's not a part of being a reporter. She saw this organization have a life for once. It wanted to let the head coach know, even though you lost a tough game and losing, especially when they end your season, that she and the city of Jacksonville see bigger things to come with this regime that they have put in place.
Keep your head up, young man.
That gives Liam Cohen a reason to now. I can go into all season knowing that there's people that believe in me in this city.
Duval.
They believe in what we are trying to build here in Jacksonville. And it's on year one.
In fact, he pulled out 13 wins in his first year. That should be remarkable. And an AFC South championship.
So, if you don't like it, I can care less.
I loved it. I had to do a double take when I first heard it. I was like, whoa, a reporter actually bigging up and trying to encourage and motivate a head coach. This is new. I like it. I actually want to hear more of that personally. Because I think people forget, and of course I'm in the industry, I think people forget that, reporters are human just like the players, just like the coaches. And sometimes you got to show that humanity and not be afraid to display it. So kudos to that woman for doing that. I'm glad you're in the profession, and it makes me happy that you are. And it gives me hope for media, mainstream media.
So with that said, there you go.
This goes to best woman player in the world. You talking about the word integrity? Because they don't have any. You ain't got no balls, do you? WNBA owners, you ain't got no balls, do you? Really? So we should just tip our cups, throw through ice cubes in a small glass, and just tip the brown liquor. You talk about compromising, because they'll be compromised doing it. It's on. It's the utter blasphemy. I'm sorry, my bad. Professionalism. As we round into the basketball season, I think we have to be completely honest. We ain't really in basketball season right now, are we? No, we're not. Because January, and it almost extends into Valentine's Day, it's football season, especially January. It is the time for football. Football is the sport that reigns supreme in January. There's no question about that. Don't you consider putting an NBA Cup or an in-season tournament in January like you erroneously did for November. Silver. That felt good to say. Now, NBA stage to shine is normally May and the first 2 weeks in June, with a smattering of the college owning it the final 2 weeks in March, and the first full Monday in April. For baseball, that time is October. But for you basketball purists, don't hang your head low. Don't. Because the beautiful time for a sneakerhead is to come. When the Super Bowl ends, that's when we get into really good action. That's when we get into, wow, now we do have something to look forward to. And speaking of looking forward to things, later this week, we got the Lady Longhorns and the Lady Gamecocks. I'm looking forward to this matchup. Columbia is going to be rocking hard. And we get a chance to get a taste of what we possibly will see in the SEC championship between these two when mid-March comes a knocking. It is not an easy task to play South Carolina anywhere. It is an even tougher task to do so in Columbia. And that is what the Lady Longhorns are assigned to do. So, Madison Booker, you better show why you are considered the female Kevin Durant in this game more than just about any other, because you got to show that you are on the level, if not above, South Carolina. Because basically right now the pecking order is UConn, then South Carolina, then everybody else. Well, Lady Longhorns, you got to the Final Four last year. You even put a punch on the chin of South Carolina last year. It's time for you to make a claim that you are at their level, and you do that by taking the tough games like this and proving you've arrived by beating them. So this game is on Thursday, and I look forward to how that's going to go. Yes, sir.
You forgot they already beat South Carolina already.
Well, yeah, that too, but that's in Austin. This will be in Columbia, and they got to prove that they are that team, and they do that by beating South Carolina in Columbia. Channel Jade Cargill. Channel her. Say to South Carolina, I'm that. Say it with your chest, girls, because it's time that you all have arrived. If you want to claim that you are a national championship contender, you got to beat these tough teams in their crib. So you got to do that. Now, as for South Carolina, you already know the motivation. I already know what Don Staley's told them. This team's already marching before. It's time that you prove to them, not in our house. And speaking of football and cool, I hate to say this, but I found this hilarious. So in South Philly, you had the Eagles hosting the 49ers, and it was a good nip and tuck game. Both teams traded off leads, and the final score was 23-19. Well, there was a comedian who's a huge 49ers fan. I think he's from the Bay Area, who challenged a content creator / comedian who's from Philly, and he does content slanted toward the Eagles. And they made some bets, and the bets are hilarious. There was a clip where the guy is talking, the Bay Area comedian, I think it's Sir Lance Woods. He's talking to his phone like someone is on a speaker. And he said a bar that was beautiful. He said at the end of the 23-19 victory for the 49ers, he said, quote, Philly ain't been this quiet since back-to-back dropped. Close quote. Now, for those who don't know, Back-to-Back, that's the song that after a diss track that he put toward Meek Mill, that's the next track, the diss track that Drake put toward Meek Mill, which basically solidified the beef. It pretty much ended the beef. It squashed it. The song was just that hot. But Lance, I gotta challenge you, sir. No, Philly's been quiet long before back-to-back, long after back-to-back drop. No, Philly's been quiet with every 76ers home game. As you can see live via satellite, Wells Fargo Arena. You got 20,000 people who bring their pillows to the arena and go to sleep every time the 76ers play. And I don't blame them, because they're boring AF. Just look at all of them just sleeping. Just the slumber is just kicking their butts. Look at them. 20,000 people acting like it's a slumber party. That is a 76ers experience in Wells Fargo Arena. So, Mr. Woods, when you said that Philly ain't been this quiet since back-to-back drop, go attend a 76ers game, and you will know every home game, Philly is always that quiet. Now, we're now at the halfway point of the 2026 NBA season, and of course, you all know one of my favorite human beings on the planet is my best friend, Will Otero, aka Lefe. And he is also a business partner of mine. He also is one half of the show Mentality, where it is the ultimate masculine safe space. And for those of you who don't know Wise, he is a huge Yankees fan. He's a huge Giants fan. And he's a huge Knicks fan. And he also reps any team that is in the New York area. So he'll rock for the Mets. He'll rock for the Jets. He'll even rock for New Jersey. Oh, and he's also a Rangers fan. And he'll rock for the Islanders. I mean, they're from the New York area. He'll rock for them. He'll cut for them. And of course, he claims that he loves the New York Liberty too. So his stance has always been that he'll rock with the Knicks and they'll eventually win a chip. Well, we all can dream, Mr. Weiser Lefe. So we'll dream with you. Imagine this, middle of June. The Knicks, they defeat, and you can name whatever Western Conference team that you want. And you see this on the screen. NBA World Champions? And just like LL Cool J said, and that's the very moment you woke up from your dream. The Knicks are a good team. Are they world champion caliber? No, they're not. They may be able to eke out an Eastern Conference championship, but I think the Pistons may have something to say about that, maybe even the Cavs too, but I would lean more toward the Pistons. They have more to gain because you beat them last year in the playoffs. But I want you to know, Wise, from the bottom of my heart, I share in your dream. Doesn't it look beautiful, Wise? Look at how it is. Your squad, the squad that you probably represent harder than any other except for the Yankees, they will have the orange and blue confetti rain down from the Madison Square Garden ceiling to the 22,000 that's in attendance. And then we'll be able to see probably maybe just as many, if not more, jam the streets that it's at the intersection of where Madison Square Garden emanates. And we'll probably see so many people just curse one another out, chant F Boston, pull down pants, or show breasts, or just simply be butt naked doing a twerk in the middle of the street. I mean, it will be a wonderful menagerie of buffoonery. I would say another word, but effery just can't come out my mouth smooth enough. But I just want you to know, I share in your dream. And then I wake up from it. The New York Knicks, world champions. Oh, so to review, Lady Longhorns, I'm looking forward to seeing if you actually can be the team to knock down South Carolina in their crib. I want to see you do this later on this week. Sir Lance Woods, Philly is always quiet when the 76ers play. Just ask Joel Embiid. And the New York Knicks, world champions? And always remember, no. One more thing. So I had a conversation with a bronsexual. And LeBron had a horrible game, supposedly. I don't really give a crap. So he had an off night. So there was an original post that said, "All right, I want to hear the excuses and the distractions." And I said, "Here's the excuse and distraction I have: LeBron James should retire now." And then a bronsexual had the nerve to say, "Quote: So your life must be unhappy? You mean you all alone? You have no job? You lost your $120,000 house? You have no motorcycle? So the internet is your life?" Close quote. So then I took every single one of those points, of course, debunked all of them. And then I said to that monkey, quote: "Now, I could say that you could drop LeBron's pants down, you drop to your knees, you pull down the pants, you grab his member, and you simply suck on it until it's dry. But I'm not saying that. Your toxic words are. So, bronsexuals, if you come to me with that "yo king" crap, beat it. Just like you do your meat. And just like you would do LeBron's. Now, as always, I love Dallas. I'm looking forward to this. Goes to best woman player in the world. You talking about the word integrity? Because they don't have any. You ain't got no balls, do you? WNBA owners, you ain't got no balls, do you? Really? So we should just tip our cups, throw through ice cubes in a small glass, and just tip the brown liquor. You talk about compromising, because they'll be compromised doing it. It's on. It's the utter blasphemy. I'm sorry, my bad. Professionalism. What did I say, Playmaker?
It's that intro I put together, man.
No, that is funny though.
If those of you who are watching or listening to Shootout Nights Up for the first time, that was the first flagrant foul of this season.
Yeah, it wasn't even the show. Yeah, it wasn't even the segment. Yeah.
Oh, because LeBron James' second decision was a Drake. And Coach Johnson just went completely in. That was funny. Every time I look at that, I just laugh. Like, that was literally the first flagrant foul of the season.
Oh, I enjoyed that one too.
And if I was thinking clear, I should have known it would have been a flagrant foul because
that pissed me off. That really pissed me off. A second decision is a doggone commercial.
The other blasphemy. There's a picture of LeBron smiling in sea bottle. That thing is funny every time I look at it. Oh man! All right, before we get, I got to give y'all games to watch for the week. But man, that is too funny, man.
It is. It is funny. Thank you for cutting it up like that.
And the crazy part, that's the first two shows we did.
Yeah.
He going at the WNBA, he going at the commissioner, and he goes at LeBron James. But here we go. Games to watch for the week. On the men's side tomorrow, Big night tomorrow on the men's side. Texas A&M visits its 24th ranked Tennessee Volunteers, 7 p.m. SEC Network. Wisconsin visiting Minnesota, 7 p.m. Big Ten Network. 16 ranked Virginia visiting 20th ranked Louisville, 7 p.m. ESPN2. True TV, 8 p.m. The 3rd ranked Huskies of UConn taking on the 25th ranked Seton Hall. Indiana heads to East Lansing to take on the 12th ranked Spartans of Michigan State, 8 p.m. Peacock. FS1 to Cole Johnson's Entertainment, 8:30. The Houston Cougars, ranked 7, hosting West Virginia.
Don't have the same thing happen to you that did to Kansas. Oh, speaking of Kansas, what happened? They ain't ranked.
9 p.m. ESPN, the unranked Kansas Jayhawks hosting 2nd ranked. Who had Iowa State Cyclones ranked 2nd in any basketball program?
Nobody.
But that's where they at on the men's side. The 2nd ranked Cyclones. Baylor visiting Stillwater to take on Oklahoma State Cowboys, 9 p.m. CBS Sports Network. 9 p.m. SEC Network, 18 ranked Alabama versus Mississippi State. And go ahead, I already know what you're thinking. Go ahead.
Rewind.
Nope. I did that on purpose because I knew what you looking at. So go ahead.
Rewind.
Nope.
You're talking ill about your team, and look at that. They beat your 2 rivals, and they're back in the top 25. And congratulations, they earned it. Now I hope they can go to Norman and beat that pissant crew that represents the worst college that's ever been in existence. But that's neither here nor there. Your squad's ranked again, and you don't have that energy. Yes, we bounced back. Now we're ranked again.
Now watch them get beat by Oklahoma.
Oh Lord,
that's because they're ranked. 9 p.m. ESPN too.
No faith. Look at you. No faith. That's your team.
Can they do it on the road? Can they do it on the road? They won games at home. Can they win on the freaking road?
That's your team, and you got no faith in. You should be ashamed of yourself, Playmaker.
No, being real. What you mean? You beat Tennessee at home. Yeah. You beat Georgia at home.
Yes.
You're going to Norman. What you gonna do there?
They might surprise you and win.
Surprise, they should win.
I know.
That's the problem.
But you're talking as though they won't.
They should. They should. So I'm supposed to be happy about them doing what they're supposed to be doing?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It shouldn't have took this long for them to finally figure that out.
Yes, because they were unranked last week.
And they deserve to be unranked.
And they deserve to be ranked now.
Not really. You beat 18 and 21.
You beat 2 ranked teams when they were unranked, but they didn't deserve to be ranked. Now,
19.
You beat 2 ranked teams when Florida was unranked.
Well, the only reason why you're ranked is because Tennessee is still ranked.
Okay, and so they beat last week 2 ranked teams when Florida was unranked. You sound like me when it comes to Texas and football.
No, you actually are.
Ain't happy. Just like, don't matter what they do. It don't
matter.
One
loss and you're done. You're just done. That's you with Texas. One loss and you're completely done.
They almost got skunked by Ohio State. Almost got shut out by them. If it weren't for a touchdown with 2 minutes to go in the game, they would have been shut out.
And guess what? After that game, you was done. Right then and there. You were done. I'm like,
because I was pissed that they were ranked number 1. I'm like, what makes you think this is the best team in the country? No.
Like, Who did not expect Texas not to win that game?
Like, no. And they were favored in the game. I'm like,
and we all say they shouldn't have been favored in the game.
I'm like, who snorted lines for that? Who? I mean, the Coke must have been that good. Tony Khan must have been on the NCAA committee to say, yeah, rank Texas #1 and have them be favored in a game of the horseshoe. Please.
The difference between me and you, I'm telling them to show me. You as soon as they lost to Ohio State, which I told you they were, and by the way, we both picked Ohio State to win the game.
I picked Ohio State. Yeah,
we both picked Ohio State, and he was like, all right, you done, no playoffs. It's the first game of the season.
Because I said they lose to Ohio State. More than likely, I think they'll lose to Georgia. And I saw them losing another game. I said they lose 3, that's it.
And ironically, that third game came against a certain team. So
a certain team that was unranked. And when that happened, it spoiled my fun because I couldn't the very next week sprout my wings and be happy they beat Oklahoma like a drum.
You weren't even happy when you weren't even happy when we previewed the game.
No, I was not. You mean preview the Florida game? I was not.
So if you lost Ohio State, you checked out.
Because
I haven't checked out. That's the difference between you and me.
Because
I'm asking them to show me something.
Because I knew that Lush would not lead us to the playoffs. He led us to the freaking Cheez-It Bowl. A whack bowl.
And you smacked Michigan, which I appreciate.
Smack Michigan, had Cheez-Its poured on him. A whack bowl.
So we are two different people. I ain't say Florida's dead. I didn't say they are done. I need to see them do it on the road. That's all I said.
I never said Texas was done.
Yes, you did. Soon it.
I did not say they were
yes,
done.
You did. No playoffs for you.
No, I said that. I didn't say they were done.
Game of the season.
I didn't say they were
no playoffs
done.
for you. They done already? Really? You're done that's that fast.
I didn't say they were done. I said they weren't playoff caliber.
That's basically saying the same thing. You're done.
And with the 14-7 L and Ohio State giving you a sympathy touchdown, I'm like, well, they're not ready. They're not ready for prime time.
It means you're saying they're done.
So all we need to do is have Georgia do what they're going to do in between the hedges, and then have one more L, and that would have been it for them. And that's exactly
I know you said they were done. Because even when I told you they still have a shot, you said committee. I don't care if they were on the table. You better not put them in the playoffs. I'm like,
no, I know. I definitely said that after Florida.
I was like, are you serious?
I definitely said that after Florida. I was like, if they run the table, you better not put them in the playoffs. They ain't earned it. They did not earn it.
Really?
They could even beat Georgia. I know. I said this after Florida. They could beat Georgia, Oklahoma, and Texas A&M. Don't put them in the playoffs. They don't deserve it. I do remember saying that. Yes.
So I haven't checked that on my team. You were done.
I said it with all my chest.
I was like, dang. Talking about somebody had no faith. I know. I'm asking Florida to show me something. You're ranked again. Can you do it on the freaking road? You were done. One loss. That was it for you. That's it. I'm good.
Plus was drinking with co-eds in Gainesville and messed it up.
I was like, are you serious? This man is not giving Texas no breaks whatsoever.
No.
Like, we both knew they was going to lose to Ohio State. That was a setup.
That was a gimme. And that's what pissed me off even more. I'm like, why are you going to set Texas up for that type of a beatdown? Because you got a team that's the defending national champs, their first game, and they are not favored in their home stadium.
And they was ranked third too.
and they were not even #1 ranked to boot. So you don't rank the #1, you don't have them favored in the game, and they're the defending national champs.
And then you bring the SEC team into their house.
Yeah. Because any Big Ten team wants to clown any SEC school. I'm like, please. Please. I was done with that. And I'm like, man.
You was done with the season after that.
I was, because I was like, yeah, Texas ain't going to make the playoffs. all this um all this Make-A-Wish kid being the Heisman Trophy favorite. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Why?
So that's the difference between you and me. I'm not off my team. I just want them to show me on the road. Because guess what? When it comes to the ACC tournament, March Madness, there's no home games.
That's correct.
Can you do it on the road?
But you should be proud of your Gators. They bounced back, and they were unranked. They beat your two biggest rivals in the conference, and now they're ranked again.
And truth be told, Georgia's not really a rival in basketball.
Well, true, they're not, but still, I mean,
that belongs to Kentucky.
Well, yeah, I know that's your biggest rival in basketball. I know that, but the way you all go against Georgia in football makes me think it's more than just football with you two.
No, it's just football.
Because I don't think you all sing Kumbaya. I don't think you sing Kumbaya in an Athens gym or Gainesville gym.
No, it's civilized though. Kentucky week though feels like Georgia week in football.
Now that I can see.
Oh, Florida fans want Kentucky's head on a stick.
No, on a stick. That's because they can easily put it on a stick in football. Yeah, I get that.
Wednesday, January 14th, Iowa visits the 5th ranked Purdue Boilermakers 6:30 on the Big Ten Network. FS1, Butler and Xavier 6:30 on FS1. Big one in the Big East. Speaking of Kentucky, they go to Baton Rouge 7 p.m. on the SEC Network to take on the Tigers of LSU. Speaking of Tigers, we have a Tiger versus Tiger battle in Columbia, Missouri, where the Missouri Tigers host the Auburn Tigers, 7 p.m. ESPN2. Mr. Johnson.
Sir.
The aforementioned Texas Longhorns, 9 p.m. ESPN2 host the heat check team of the week, the 10th ranked Vanderbilt Commodores.
So they're gonna have to treat this game. Talking about Texas, they're gonna have to treat this game as if they lose this game, they might as well consider themselves an NIT team. They got to play as if they want a shot at being in the tournament. If they want a shot to be in the tourney, they got to have this type of win on their resume.
I was going to say, they put in simpler terms for you out there who trying to understand. Texas needs some key wins.
Yes. And this would be probably, this will be, at least to date, the biggest key win of their season.
Speaking of key wins, Stanford can get one at 9 p.m. on the SEC Network when they host 14th ranked North Carolina. Virginia Tech, they fly to Dallas to take on a 24th ranked Mustangs of SMU, 9 p.m. ESPNU. The number one team in the land, the Wildcats of Arizona. They have their in-state rivalry game, 10:30 p.m. FS1 against Arizona State.
And I'm glad they still are conference rivals too. I'm happy that they're in the same conference still.
Michigan trying to pick themselves up off the deck as they fly to the Pacific Northwest to take on Washington, 10:30 on the Big Ten Network.
They ain't dropped too far. That's good.
Speaking of traveling, the 6th ranked Blue Devils.
Oh, now that is a travel.
They're flying all the way.
They're in the Yay area
to the West Coast to take on California, 11 p.m. on the East Coast, ACC Network.
Shout out to you, E40. Yeah, they are in the Yay area.
Also at 11, ESPN2, TCU versus 11 ranked BYU.
All right, all right, BYU. All of you with your 20 wives, 19 of them are related to you. Beat down these Horned Frogs. You, all of you with your 350 wives, beat them down.
You ain't letting that go this year.
No, sir.
Jeez, you is not letting that go.
No, sir. The 15 players, each with 15 wives, they can beat the Horned Frogs down and not tie themselves down with any of their 15 wives saying, "Oh, something's wrong with the house. I got to play a game."
You just couldn't say just beat TCU. You just had to throw the whole wise and all that in there. You just couldn't say you just beat TCU for me, please.
I did. I did.
That's why I say you never gonna let that go.
No, I'm not.
So just know, anytime you see BYU, he's gonna bring up all that for no apparent reason. He's just gonna bring it up.
The fact that they can marry their mamas, their sisters, their daughters, and their cousins, and it's legal there. Wow. In fact, you Mormons, go to a psychiatrist, get your brain checked, because I can't understand how you would want to even think about marrying your mother. I love my mother, but there'd be no way I would want her as a wife. Just from that alone, you need to be checked out.
Can I move to ladies now?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. Please.
Tonight, one game to look for. The 21st ranked Crimson Tide of Alabama. They are going to Columbia, Missouri to take on the Missouri Tigers, 7 p.m. on the SEC Network. Wednesday, January 14th, TCU ranked 10th in the country. They are in Morgantown to take on the Mountaineers of West Virginia, 7 p.m. ESPN Plus. Also 7 p.m. on the ESPN Plus, Marquette versus Seton Hall. At least the ladies know what they're doing.
Yeah, they do.
At 7 p.m. on the Big Ten Plus, Washington is in Assembly Hall to take on the Hoosiers of Indiana. 7:30 p.m. on the ESPN Plus, Oklahoma State visiting Kansas. 8 p.m. on the Big Ten Plus, the third-ranked Bruins of UCLA take on Minnesota. And at 9 p.m. on the ESPN Plus, 18th-ranked Baylor Bears visits Utah.
Them Lady Bruins are something else, boy.
And then Thursday, oh my gosh.
The schedule's loaded.
Good gracious. And we kick it off at 6 p.m. on the ACC Network. The 9th-ranked Louisville Cardinals visits the 23rd Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. That's a hell of a way to kick off Thursday.
One that just beat down North Carolina by 23.
The 5th-ranked Vanderbilt Commodores, who had them being 5th on the ladies' side.
Nobody.
Taking on Mississippi State, 6:30 SEC Network.
Sail on down the line about a half a mile or so, and I don't really want to know where you're going.
At
Maybe
7 p.m.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I heard Commodores and it flashed back. I'm sorry.
At 7 p.m., I think people who are going to be watching FS1 probably will listen to the Commodores because it's the number 1 team in the land, UConn, and they are hosting Villanova.
Yeah. I think Villanova will be singing, "Oh, sail on, honey. Good times never felt so good." Because they want to hurry up and get out of stores.
7 p.m. on the SEC Network. As Coach Johnson said about the Texas men, I'm going to say about the Florida ladies. Y'all need to win. And what better way to take y'all but the Ruff Arena and take down the 7th-ranked Kentucky Wildcats?
So what you're saying is they need a key victory.
Yes.
And I concur. Anything that can bolster the Lady Gators, this is the type of game to do it. And like you mentioned, this is the biggest rival in basketball for them. So there you go.
Game of the week, game of the day that Coach Johnson mentioned. So you want to mention it again?
Yeah, sure. So Thursday evening, 7 p.m. That's Eastern. On ESPN2, it will be the Gamecocks, who are ranked number 2 in the land, The Lady Gamecocks will entertain the number 4 Lady Longhorns of Texas. This is going to be, I think, a good test for both teams. Both are in the top 5. Both are projected to be in the Final Four. We might see them match up 2 more times the rest of this season. One time for the SEC and probably for the SEC championship, and one time in the Final Four, whether it's the national semifinal or the national championship game.
Can Texas do something that's not easy to do? And let's beat Dawn Staley twice.
Dawn Staley twice, and beat a Dawn Staley team in Columbia. That is a trick that has rarely been turned. So we shall see. 7 p.m. tip-off, ESPN2. The Lady Longhorns, ranked number 4, they travel to Columbia to face off against the number 2 ranked South Carolina Lady Gamecocks.
But hey, the Big Ten says, hey, the SEC can have all the spotlight.
Oh, they'll have most of it.
7 p.m. on the Peacock. The 8th ranked Wolverines of Michigan hosting 25th ranked Vandy.
And we're so sorry, Wolverines, that we did not feature you in Heat Check 2. It's just unfortunate that the men's side took it on the chin. But it's great to see both programs there as well, just like with the Commodores and Lady Commodores, the Wolverines and the Lady Wolverines being ranked in the top 10. We see you two there.
7 p.m. on the Big Ten Network. Michigan State, the other Michigan team, ranked 15. They're hosting the 24th ranked Nebraska.
Well, Drezilla, you may need to get your eligibility back and play some meaningful basketball in East Lansing.
That's the ladies, not the men.
I'm sorry, my bad. Correct.
Disrespectful.
And you know what made me think about that? I think of it as a Rockette. 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick.
He ain't even kicked nobody. He just got kicked out, and you still doing it.
I know. He got kicked out twice.
If I didn't know my basketball like I think I do, a sneaky rivalry in the ACC when Miami and North Carolina get together in Chapel Hill.
Why sneaky?
Because for some reason, these two teams like to go at each other.
It's understandable.
These two teams, men or women, they go at each other and it be some entertaining games.
I mean, it's understandable. With football, I mean, Miami's just leagues and leagues better than North Carolina.
We all know it's all about North Carolina, dude. We get that.
Yeah.
And then some years, North Carolina and NC State, when NC State feel like they want to be a part of the mix.
Yeah, sometimes NC State, sometimes Wake Forest. And in basketball, sometimes, well, not as much. I would say sometimes Georgia Tech. And it was for a minute, sometimes Florida State, but not so much. But in basketball, North Carolina, you know, they, along with Duke, they are, like you said, they are the gatekeepers of the ACC. And they consider themselves to be the team in basketball. Definitely North Carolina does. And so Miami, with the proverbial chips on their shoulder, they are so quick to say, I don't think so. I think that's why you see competitive games between North Carolina and Miami.
Speaking of them, Duke hosting Virginia 8 p.m. on the SEC network.
And they can't take Virginia lightly, although they're coming into Cameron Indoor, and hopefully they won't.
9 p.m. FS1 after the destruction of Villanova by UConn. The 11th-ranked Hawkeyes of Iowa are hosting the Oregon Ducks.
Now, it's amazing that this is the second year Caitlin Clark has not been in Iowa, and they actually are still relevant. So it just goes to show it looks like a program got started with her. Now, can they continue it?
I know the next game hurt your heart because you don't see no number.
Yeah, number 12th ranked Maryland. They traveled to LA to face off against the team that has my favorite women's basketball player. Unfortunately, she's injured. and they can't really continue the party. The unranked Lady Trojans of USC. 9 p.m. tip, 6 p.m. out in the West Coast. Yeah. Peacock will take that. That hurts my heart to see USC not ranked.
And then we have our Iron Bowl in the women's side.
Yes, number 21 Alabama. They go to Auburn, Alabama, to face off against Auburn. Hopefully, we will not see things wrapped in toilet paper in that arena. 9 p.m. is the tip. 8 p.m. local time will be the tip. The SEC network will carry that one. The Iron Bowl, ladies college basketball style. Number 21 ranked Alabama against unranked Auburn.
To the NBA we go tonight. One game on the Peacock. The Boston Celtics are in Indianapolis to take on the Indiana Pacers, 8:30.
Oh, so Mass Unit versus Mass Unit.
I see what you did there.
Thank you. I'm glad you did.
And I wish you didn't do it.
Why? It's the truth.
That's just messed up.
But it may be messed up, but it's the truth. It's the absolute truth. I mean, the Celtics without Jason Tatum going up against the Pacers without Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, I'm sorry.
Jaylen Brown gets no respect.
I love Jaylen Brown, but he wants to. Okay, fine. I'm going to say it. I would love Jaylen Brown more if he didn't dip his head and put kiwi on people's jerseys. Son, that's shoe polish, not head polish.
Man, he's playing basketball. He's trying to get to the bucket.
He may be trying to get to the bucket, but he shouldn't have to put kiwi on people's jerseys. I'm like, Lord, son. I mean, I thought Carlos Boozer was bad.
Oh,
you make him look like it was just a sheen. I mean, come on, Jalen.
That's tonight. Tomorrow, coast to coast with the NBC and Peacock. Spurs versus Thunder.
Oh, Thunder versus their kryptonite.
And they put it on national television.
Well, they had to. I mean, the Spurs have embarrassed them 3 times this year already. They got to put this on national TV.
And then the Trailblazers and the Warriors get together at 11 p.m.
I don't know what to feel about the Warriors. Although they're entertaining when Draymond Green seems to want to go ballistic, and they're wasting they're wasting Stephen Curry's last few good years. It's a shame.
I'm tuning in for that Spurs Thunder round 4.
I don't think you're the only one that will tune in for that one.
8 p.m. Oh boy, I gotta see this.
Yeah, we need to see it. Yes, yeah, we do. Can the Spurs actually beat the Thunder for the 4th time this season?
And that, man, at least I didn't say we don't see nobody beating the Thunder 4 times. Can you imagine if the Spurs win this? And a second time in OKC?
I'm about to say, and the first time was on national TV too. So
Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
And that was embarrassing.
Yeah, I'm about to say that was a drubbing. It wasn't a. Oh, it was a great matchup, and they were evenly matched. No, the Spurs drubbed them.
Ooh, tomorrow's going to be fun. Wednesday, ESPN Wednesday is back. Cavs versus the 76ers at 7 p.m. and the Nuggets versus the Mavericks at 9:30.
Well, you already know what I think about.
So this is the only time. Well, not the only time, but this is one of the few times where the Cavs are relevant to Cole Johnson.
Yes. The Cavs, they have proven to be a great regular season team, and they're almost becoming the Eastern Conference version of the Clippers. And I'm not liking that. But you can't be undressed, go to Philly, and be dressed down by a team that has fans that sleep in the stadium.
I must have missed something because I don't even know when this started.
When what started?
This whole sleeping in the stands. Did I miss something? Because
I
didn't want to interrupt you on your full court slam. But
I explained it in the full court slam at the
I'll
end,
go back and listen to it. I'll go back and listen.
Yeah, I explained it, and so it's a reference to that. Plus, it's also a reference to how horrible the 76ers are with an off-injured, street clothes wearing Joel Embiid and a Tyrese Maxey that basically carries the whole package for the whole team.
It can't be that terrible. They beat my Magic over the weekend. You must have missed that part.
All right, Lord, I'll say it. As my father would say, even the sun shines on the dog's behind sometimes. I'll go even further. Even the sun shines on my first ex-girlfriend's behind sometimes.
Well, at least you ain't go Stephen A. Ross, so. And of course, if you know anything about Coach Johnson, he's working hard for Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets to smash the Mavericks.
I would never do such a thing. Never. I wouldn't want the Nuggets to show what a basketball team should do. I would not take any pleasure or pride in the fact that I want to see the team that is really only interested because Megan Thee Stallion is getting her box blown out by Klay Thompson. I mean, even the unibrow ain't that interesting. And Kyrie Irving, he can't even be on the court because he is basically a guard's version of Joel Embiid. And Cooper Flag, son, you trip another person, you need to get your butt whooped. Someone needs to slide on your dumb behind. You are not Grayson Allen, son.
Maybe it's just Duke players.
You is not Grayson Allen, son. You need a knuckle sandwich to visit your jaw.
I mean, he did go to Duke. Grayson Allen went to Duke. Maybe it's a Duke thing.
I hope it's not a Duke thing. If it's so, that's ridiculous. Tripping niggers.
Prime Video Thursday. Triple header on a Thursday in Prime Video.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did. Grizzlies and Magic. Go at it in Berlin, 2 p.m. Good old Berlin, Germany. You getting wrestling this week?
I'm getting NBA next week.
And you're getting NBA later this week,
yeah. Well, so are you excited that the Magic are traveling overseas, or would you want this game to actually be in Orlando?
The Ratner brothers are home. Mo Ratner is back for this game.
So the Wagner brothers are home. All right. So that's good.
Do me a favor. Come back with a W.
You're sounding as though you're not happy with the Magic, Playmaker. Why?
I'm sick of this up and down. You lose to the freaking 76ers, then you turn around and you smack the Pelicans like they some stupid birds.
Playmaker, we have been over this. The Magic are trying to learn how to win. I said this.
They were doing that last year.
Well, they still have lessons to learn. And sometimes you bump your butt on the concrete a little hard, and it's more than a year. They have talent. And the only reason why I think they had the record they had was because they were oft injured. You know that better than me. But this year you got players who were convalescing last year. Now they're getting the action, and you get the same result because the chemistry has to blend.
I now know why you was laughing.
The Thunder, they will face off against the Cavaliers. Rockets. 7:30 to tip off. 6:30 in Houston.
Well, how they been playing, he looked like the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, I don't even think that's a misnomer. The Rockets, they need to find a way to get in the Thunder's head. So they got to win, especially since this is at home. They got to beat the Thunder, and they got to beat the Thunder in Houston. And if they can do that, I feel better about their chances. But if they were to beat the playoffs, I still have the Thunder probably getting them in 6. But the Rockets need to show that that they can get at the Thunder. They can. You've heard the saying, if you come for the king, you best not miss. They got to show that they can come for the king and not miss.
And in the main event, on one side, ran in the orange and blue.
Orange blue skies, baby. Orange and blue skies.
Wise and heavy.
Orange and blue skies, baby. Orange and blue skies.
And in the other corner, representing the blue and gold brand of San Francisco, California, Brian Snowman Snow. Oh, my bad. Wrong match. Help me out, Cole. Wrong match. Oh, my bad.
Oh, sorry. The Golden State Warrior.
The New York Knicks is taking on the Warriors. It is Wise and Healthy versus Snowman at 10 p.m. Thursday night.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is a real late game for the Knicks. Where it's just a typical Thursday night for the Warriors.
So, Playmaker, why is Prime Video on Thursday now? I'm used to them being on Friday. Oh, so what's going to be on Friday? Did Prime Video got both Thursday and Friday? No. Guess who got Friday? ESPN.
So why are they going to mess that up?
And guess what? The first game is
the Cavaliers and the 76ers.
We're going to run it back again.
These two games against the same opponent in the same building. I get why they do it. I know it's supposed to lighten the load of the schedule because they had a lot of back-to-backs that they wanted to eliminate, or not eliminate, but wanted to decrease the volume of. But I'm not with this.
And then, speaking of back-to-back, Mr. Johnson.
The Rockets, they'll be hosting the Timberwolves after they host the Thunder. And speaking of back-to-back, that's what Anthony Edwards does with all the hoes he sees on the road. He goes back-to-back with them. Back-to-back, back to the wall, back to the flow, back to the bed, back to the shower. Yeah, that dude wax more juice boxes than weed whackers does weed. Knocks them down.
I thought you'd have more aim towards your Rockets than Anthony Edwards.
The bronze sexuals would be envious of the fact that Anthony Edwards is like an Energizer Bunny with these hoes. Oh, and it's it's a competition. Which one can outdo the other? Would it be Anthony Edwards just banging any hoe he sees? Or would it be the Rockets being led by Emi Udoka, who pegs out cougars and MILFs? And says to the rest of the team, come on down. Let's show a real good time.
Those are your games to watch for the week. The Rockets got a back-to-back. Thunders and Timberwolves. That should be fun for Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Hey, should be fun for you. You get to watch your team twice. Both on streaming and on national television.
National television, yeah. National cable television, yeah.
And which most likely probably going to be cussing them out for at least one of them games.
Because they have been this year wonderfully inconsistent. It's funny. I have the same complaint about the Rockets as you do about your Magic. They are woefully inconsistent. And I would like them to be a whole lot more consistent than they have been.
So that would do it for this edition of Shooting Lights Out. Thank you for tuning in. If you're tuning in on the Playmakerz Network YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. If you're watching on my personal LinkedIn, connect with me on LinkedIn. And then slide over to the Playmakerz Network YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. You can also download this Amazon Music, Prime, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and pretty much wherever else you listen to your podcast is at. And those on the Real Wise Radio, thank you for listening live to us tonight. You enjoy the rest of your Monday, and catch us Wednesday for Bearing Down the Gridiron, previewing the next championship game, recapping the semifinals.
I love you, Wise.
So with that being said, any final words, Mr. Johnson?
Brown sexuals, shut up. Rockets, you got to play better. Let me see. Trying to think of a couple other things. Lady Longhorns, you not disappoint me. I want you to beat these Lady Gamecocks like they stole something. And Wise, I love you, man. I believe in your Knicks. They're going to be NBA world champions come June. Psych!
You've done good. You've done great. But you can't stop here. You can't stop now. You gotta keep going. Through all your trials and your tribulations, you gotta keep pushing. Now, finish your campaign.
Yeah.